Greetings, class. This is A.T.M. Burnett doing the sync session, assignment 3. Sorry I'm not available to be able to attend the sync session tomorrow night. I am on vacation with my wife in St. Kitts, and it's really a vacation when you don't take your kids with you. That is what they call a trip. So, in any case, this sync session, I am a forensics expert, and the goal is to determine what I bring to an investigation, what would be some of the questions I would have, and what would be asked upon me, and then what would I provide as evidence. So, once I'm on scene, once I've been called, it's going to be the identification phase. Basically, I will be identifying what network devices that will provide the data needed to provide my investigation. I think what's different about this assignment is there's no scenario. It can be just about anything. So I would say that the user would possibly have a computer that was probably used for some unauthorized access of a government system. With that being the case, I would identify the devices that could be used for packet capture, tools as far as net flow data collection and intrusion detection are some of the tools that I could possibly use and gather information on site. So we're talking about possibly a user's computer, and we're talking about possibly a company's computer, depending on the location that the hack took place. In addition, I would also take photographs of the devices. Sometimes people are very visual, so they may want to associate the device with the types of reports that I'm going to use during my questioning. Another thing I would do is make sure that I record all steps that were used in gathering the information. And then from there, it's the preservation. So once a chain of data has been started for those devices, and any evidence that would use it would be serialized and pretty much kept under lock and key. Another thing that I would probably be on site with me would be some type of secure encrypted hard drive. That way, it is password protected, and any data that I would pull from those devices, I can have that information on as well. Also, on the scene process, we would also more likely take any devices off the network that are needed as part of evidence. So we could go from computers. We're talking about maybe servers, firewalls may be a little bit different, but if we can take the logs from those, that information be cataloged as well. Catalog the data information that, like I said, has been gathered. Also, to the PC and the server, which I always stated to be disconnected as well. Next step would be the collection, and ideally these do overlap, which is a good deal. But once we've collected that information as part of the processing, then we would detail the information that's collected by CyberSet, a threat assessment. Ensuring the items that are collected are essential to the investigation and how I can defend my position. In this case, I would say there's never not enough data. Baseline data, if it is gathered, if you have more than 30 days worth of logs available, you can show the trends from exactly the standard network operation, or from the time that you've actually had the threat that has happened. And to the point of examination, so we're reviewing firewall, servers, and PC network logs. You would also be looking, once again, if you're lucky to be somewhere where they maintain these logs, that would probably encourage helping you to defend your position as a part of the investigation. Documenting IP traffic from end to end. So at that point, you're establishing where the threat came from, and you're establishing where the threat actually took place. Some type of trace route of data showing these were the hops that were taken in order to do the infiltration or what caused the threat. Verifying the accounts that are associated with it. If you have user accounts, basically if you're logging into some type of corporate network or something, it's easier to track and pinpoint that this person is the person that was the culprit who caused this threat against another a company as such. So analysis. So how to come to my conclusion? For one thing, it's once the chain of events has started, basically that starts at the very beginning. Once you're on site, that begins to build my analysis. Detailing the source of the cyber threat, basically come from the source to the destination IP address, and you're identifying it from end to end via logs, data, firewall, servers, and also user accounts. Questions I'm sure I would have to defend would be, who am I and what would require me or allow me to be this cybersecurity specialist to be able to speak to this. Basically, that comes to my credentials. The main thing that I think basically on site you're going to use is probably that USB drive, because you want some way that you can prove that, hey, this is a Bitdefender. I know that information that's on here is going to be secure. And then any other type of scans that are required that you're going to do on the actual devices, in network devices, that you would actually be using on site if you're not able to take that equipment or back to your own lab and to do other further analysis. And that is my SureSync 3 for this week. You guys take care, and I hope to see you on SureSync 4.